Alrighty folks, 84 Jeep Grand Wagoneer here on a beautiful sunny Missouri day. The old horse out in the pasture there. Gonna be messing around with the Wagoneer just a little bit, nothing much. Haven't made a video here in quite some time. Oh, there's the beauty there. Haven't made a video, haven't done hardly anything to the Jeep. Again, you'll have to excuse the mess in the old shop here. Put the horse snacks up. Haven't done much to the Wagoneer since the last video I posted. Tore out most of the carpet. As you can see there, it's got a ton of rust. Tore out most of the carpet, unbolted all the seats. Basically everything's sitting in it. As you can see, pretty good sized rust holes that you can see my boot on the other side. Those all have to get fixed up. But I took it down to a place that I know here in town. And the guy told me it would be roughly about $2,000 to $3,000 to fix it if I was to find somebody to do it. And quite honestly, I'm not going to pay somebody that much money to do it. I'm just going to... This is what I call a trial and error Jeep. I gave $500 for it. It's kind of a catch-22 though, because it's something that I love and I want to see me be able to use as a daily driver in a pinch. I'd like to be able to just trust this thing to jump in it and fire it up at any point in time and be able to go a few hundred miles round trip to go camping or something with the kids. And that's the long and short of it. Alright, what I'm doing here, pulling this off. Most of the time I'd take starter fluid and just, right, don't want to sit there, so right there. Most of the time what I do is I just take starter fluid and spray it right down into the carb there. But that buddy of mine told me that these two holes here go directly into the fuel bowl, so if I can pour just a little bit of gas in there, a glass jar and a funnel, it will actually go into the fuel bowl and we'll run it long enough for the engine. I'm sorry, I'm half retarded. It will run it for long enough for the fuel to get from the fuel lines up to the actual fuel bowl and be good to go. So we'll give her a shot. Alright, so now that that's done, let's give her another whirl. And it has a 86 model steering wheel here, pristine, not exactly, but we'll give her a go. 1, 2, 3. I have no significance of that meaning as far as pumping it 3 times, but there we go. We'll go put this stuff back on it. I had put a new fan clutch on it and a new water pump on it. So, slowly making some progress. Alright, that's on it. Shut the old hoop. Let's see if the old beast wants to drive for me today. Again, those of you that own Jeeps or have your favorite vehicles, whether it be an old Harley or a Ford or if you're a Chevy guy, there's nothing that quite equates to the feeling whenever you sit behind the wheel of your favorite type of vehicle. You know, I've been a Jeep guy for some reason, I don't know why. As long as I've lived, I've only had 3. I had an old 74 CJ5 that I drove home, and that was literally it. I drove it home, and the rear drive shaft fell out on the way home and had to drive it the rest of the way on in 4 high. And so I took it home, commenced to taking it apart, and of course got broke and had to leave it at the place I was leasing. I had a 93 Jeep Cherokee Sport, which I love, and then this thing. It goes back to the whole idea of wanting to sell it. It's hard for me to imagine wanting to sell it only because it's paid for. It's not costing me any money. It's not a vehicle that I'm making payments on and it's just sitting here, you know. So it needs so much work. So I like to call it Ugly Betty, but oh well. It's a fun little project, you know. Woo! It bounces. Needs new shocks, new springs, pretty much new damn near everything. But it's fun. Drive it down here to the end of the driveway and back. Need to rebuild the carb, but hey, that's part of it. So folks, there you have it. It runs barely, but it's a project. Needs new rocker panels, cleaned up. Eventually, the goal is to get it, like I said, to be a daily driver, or not necessarily a daily driver, but one that I could use in a pinch if need be. Eventual color ideas is black on top, black vinyl on top, Jeep Rescue green body with black accents going along the body, along the bottom. Probably gonna do it out of rhino lining down the road. Like to rhino line the interior, rhino line underneath it. You know, get it to where it'll last somebody, or will last me another 25 or 29, 30 years. That's it.